Yo, welcome back to the Alchemist frequency. We've been out here breathing with the elements today. And that slow steadiness of nature, such a damn good teacher. My friends, we're developing the idea of Tantra as a way of life and bringing that into a simple practice. And really this is all about alchemy, my friends. Alchemy being that of how do we transform or transmute a way of being, a state of mind, a consciousness level, into a higher one. And that's everything, my friends, because no matter where you are, if you're not healthy, happy, and strong, full of life, it's time to level up. It's time to push beyond, to transform, to let that old snake skin die and grow a new one, right? To shed the skin. And easier said than done, for sure. And I've been realizing that in the modern day, my friends, we have a massive enemy, and that enemy is resistance. Resistance being the common enemy inside of us all. That force that procrastinates, that doesn't want to start those things that you know will be good for you down the road, that doesn't like to be diligent and disciplined. The force of resistance shows up in so many ways, however you compensate, wherever you escape to. And the thing is it destroys the quality of your life unless you find and start cultivating tools, right, that can up-level your game, that can debug the computer. And these tools, my friends, I've been doing breath work and meditation and, nature immersions for a long time now. And that's a great tool. It's a great tool to start with, but the thing is, my friends, if you really want to level up and step into a truer, more embodied and authentically aligned way of being with yourself, like your king inside of you, it is to learn and rewire how you do everything. It is to acquire a new level of presence, a new level of, awareness within there. And it's funny because I've been wanting to write, an ebook on flow states and the Tao or the Zen of performance. And this is now trickling into everything. And my friends, it's time to reprogram ourselves in the small ways, in the small steps. So yeah, let's just get into it. The reason that making this video is often so hard for me, and I have so much resistance, is because I'll have an idea. And then I'll think about it, right? And then I'll get excited for it. And then I want to do it a certain way and go find, a beautiful spot and lighting and all this bullshit. And then your ego, monkey mind, wants to show up or speak in a certain style and is thinking of himself. He's not just a vehicle for expression of something higher than himself. You get in your own goddamn way. That's literally all the fuckery, all the bullshit that is occurring in your life right now is because you're blocking destiny. You are not allowing life to happen. Easier said than done. Again, allowing life to happen, my friends, practice in small acts. I love throwing knives. I love longboarding. I love ping pong, frisbee. I love long walks. You can do this in any small activity, any hobby you enjoy doing, my friends. And that is just practicing a way of being that is present, that is of no mind, that is in the child's eyes, but tapped in to the strongest, or a deeper part of his core. My friends, learning to move in alignment with your core is the only way, to not leak nor waste energy any longer. How turbulent are you right now? How turbulent have you been today? Look at your day. I'm sure you wanted to get a few things done and whatnot. Then you're caught down tangents, loopholes, rabbit holes, escapism, all this bullshit, and 90% of our energy was just thrown away from ourselves, It's from turbulence. It's from uncertainty in where to go. It's from the ego trying to grasp a certain way of feeling, a certain way of living, trying to put on a mask of some kind, And having the mantra of formlessness, having the mantra of no mind is a difficult thing to hold, but you can practice it in small stints, right? And it will radically transform shit. So for me, for instance, in throwing knives, it's a ceremony. It's a ceremony, my friends, and learning to act and do the small things in ceremony is a master key, because the ceremony is in alignment is in alignment with something higher. It removes yourself, right? And we'll get into this. The first thing, my friends, whatever you're doing, soften your gaze. Settle down. I've realized that the fastest way to invoke a more childlike state of mind, an infant mind or no mind, that transmutes resistance, that makes making a video really easy, hitting a perfect golf shot really easy, having a great time really easy. To do that, to attain that no mind, first soften your gaze, right? And attain a perspective where you realize how funny this shit is. Like, we try so hard. We take things so seriously. Like, we think we need to show up a certain way and everything's so important. Drop that shit, please. And trust. Settle down. Soften your gaze. And just take shit way less seriously, my friends. Start playing with life. And all of a sudden, the dance of creation will re-enter your bones like the living tree of life, ascending up your center. And by softening our gaze, by softening everything, being soft in how we move, being soft in how we think, being soft in how we perceive, right? You don't have to punish your mind with force and say, no more thoughts or whatever, I'm throwing knives. It's like, no. Just be soft with the thoughts. They're not that important. You don't need to entertain them. They're going by outside the car window. Just be soft with everything, my friends. And all of a sudden, the energy will reopen up. You will reconnect to the energy within you, the core of yourself, and the core is all around you, right? And in doing that, then you learn how to trust. See, this is getting into the biggest part of what ceremony means to me. And what ceremony means to me is setting an intention, a container for practicing a higher way of being for but a moment, for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes, doing something you enjoy doing anyway. Set a container and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and walk this beach. And I'm gonna practice softness, mindfulness. I'm just gonna let go of the world and see how deeply I can go into that. Observe the process of it, right? And learning to trust in yourself, like for me, throwing knives, the moment I literally just level up straight into mastery somehow, even though I haven't been doing it that long, is I'll just settle down, just be like, fuck it. See the spot on the tree and just watch my body do it. I'll just tell my body, I'll tell every cell inside of me, throw the knife into that spot of the tree. And I just watch it happen. I just trust the process. And you see, my friends, it's probably getting into another video I could get into. Trusting the process, and the process itself is the doors to mastery in all things. Mastery is not learning to, have power over something else outside of you. Like be really good at skiing or your sport or your hobby or your expression, whatever it is. And it's not learning to have power over others and influence others. Mastery comes from observing the process of doing all things within yourself. When you hit that pool shot and went really well, where was your state of mind? Where was your alchemy at within that, right? What's the process of, how you brush your teeth, of how you interact with everything? You see, my friends, why Tantra is a way of life is because you don't just flip on presence that's unwavering, that's soft, that is pure and at the core, instantaneously. That shit, if you flick it on, it will flicker out almost immediately because it needs to be built. You see, my friends, power grows with momentum. And to sacrifice your power for but a moment means to start at ground zero again. And your power is your presence. Your power is your softness. Your power is the minimal effective dose in all things. So you're ready for anything, right? And I could that's a whole nother video too. Damn, I'm hitting a lot of different tangents, but practice virtue of mind. Practice softness of being. Practice trusting whatever you're called to do. Funny story, one of my friend's friend, really amazing guy. He has this permaculture garden and whatnot. And he was just one day called to plant these 40 different species of plants that aren't really edible. He has no idea why. He just feels like he should start planting them. And this guy lives in ceremony. He lives and he doesn't ask why. He doesn't need a reason to do something. He knows if he's called, that is his will, that is in alignment, he will do that action because it's effortless. It's coming from that infinite place in ceremony, right? There's 40 different herbs you planted. Turned out to be the perfect herbs for when his wife got pregnant, you know, a month later. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And realizing, my friends, that everything we do out here, you may not see why you're doing it. What's the purpose of this? Why am I appreciating this leaf? Why am I practicing softness? Why am I practicing breath and presence when I'm just getting into the shower? You know, when I'm talking to my mom. You know, even when I'm like eating bullshit food. Like, why? You know? You don't need the reason, my friends. Watch the effects of the wisdom in your life. That's what wisdom is. It's the living truth, because it's obvious in all experiences. When you understand the Tao, when you understand like Mushin or no mind, when you understand, you know, how to trust yourself and allow yourself to get through, to get out of your own way, when you see that happen in literally everything, you're just like, whoa. Meditation is not something you do for 20 minutes on the beach, you know, on a beautiful day. It's something you try to cultivate in every moment. It's something you start with the small things. Start with the cold shower, you know? Shake shit up and watch your life transform. My friends, yeah, that was just a quick video on transmuting resistance, the transmutation itself, the alchemy out here, my friends. And we didn't get much into working with the ingredients. I do want to hit on power, you know, and what it means to hold power. And power and virtue, there's a polarity there. It's really interesting. Also, I want to get into essentially practices, like blueprints, like a little blueprint on something we can all practice together in pursuit of a more pure, more harmonious and aligned way of being. I have quite a few ideas, and all these things are going to be showcased, and we're going to have a party at the Nature Immersion, the tribe event coming this September on the full moon out in Colorado. Hit me up if you're interested in that. It's going to be a blast. Anyways, if you want to work with me one-on-one, link in the description for a free consultation. And yeah, you know, that was a funny video. I wavered through a lot, kind of processed a lot of what was coming to me sitting out here for the last couple hours, is breathing. And yeah, I'm gonna leave this video as a testament to practicing what I'm saying. Because although it wasn't perfect, you know, you gotta throw shit at the wall until you develop and learn and evolve into your own voice and style, my friends. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid, you know, to experiment, to shake shit up. Because that's the only way the madman's gonna change. Blessings to all of you. Hope you're breathing at ease today. Hope you're transmuting that turbulence. I hope you're getting the keys you need to level up. The time is now.